granted in this country, but now a group of unregulated, potentially toxic chemicals, part of American life for decades, they are being increasingly detected in the water of thousands of American communities. Tonight, what our investigation uncovered and what you can do to keep your family safe. Here's Devin Dwyer.
In the parched desert community of Tucson, Arizona, a precious natural resource is under threat.
This is what we call the inflow into the plant.
Water from the city's underground aquifer can pulse through these pipes at 10,000 gallons a minute, filtered, purified, and sent to taps in thousands of homes and businesses. But this spring, the city abruptly shut the plant down.
We know that there's this contamination out there. We don't know exactly what it does, but we know it's not going away.
Tests detected elevated levels of man-made chemicals known as per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFAS. They're colorless, tasteless, and scientists say potentially dangerous to human health over time. You lost confidence that these filters could take it out and guarantee the water's safe.
We don't have enough confidence to go to drinking water supply at this time using just granular activated carbon.
The indefinite shutdown turned off a source of drinking water for 60,000 residents, raising concerns about safety.
You know, there's so many memories growing up here.
Patty Daggett's old neighborhood on the city's south side is still scarred by tap water poisoned in the 1980s by an industrial spill of the chemical solvent trichloroethylene, or TCE. Daggett swam in the contaminated water as a child and drank from the tap in her home. In 2014, at age 47, she was diagnosed with a rare form of blood cancer, her doctor linked to the chemicals.
He said that he had, through that cytogenic test, determined that my cancer had been caused by a toxin. I'm telling you right now, I would never let any of my kids, my grandkids, anybody in my family drink water in the faucet anymore.
The TCE pollution, which went undetected for years, is linked to cancer cases and deaths across South Tucson. Hundreds of residents, including Daggett, received financial settlements and major lawsuits. In 1983, the EPA listed Tucson as a Superfund site, where cleanup of the water has been underway until now.
All right, giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, and the sincere shalom to the occupants out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and sound doctrine. All right, first and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, once again, and saying the water, Lord YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, for giving me and the fellow occupant the opportunity to do these lessons, these videos, the opportunity to go out there on the highways and on the hedges, all to edify and warn the nations of Israel, to the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans, the 12 tribes of Israel, the ones that lost statutes and commandments, as well as the promises that were given to. All right, shalom. So this kind of a longer video, like 11-minute video. I'm obviously not going to play this for 11 minutes. I'm just going to get, straight to the point. We know what's going on with this situation. I mean, the news article explained it all. There's pollution, and hey man, these are the things that, again, man, these are the things and the signs that the Lord said were going to happen. These are the signs that the Lord said look out for, because it's going to happen, and rightfully so, it's got to happen, right? It's just got to happen. It's one of those things that the Lord said, hey, it's got to happen, all right. So I'm not going to be spending too much time on this video. Me personally, we usually don't drink, the tap water anyway. But that stuff that they have, the bottled waters and all that stuff, that's still poison in itself as well, man. Because the plastic, and all that stuff, man, that's still poison. You screwed either way, in this situation, So I just gotta, get a couple of scriptures. Let me start here, man. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. Salakia. The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth," right? So, it's pretty self-explanatory scripture. You look at the article. I mean, you look at the video, and then you come to this scripture, that's pretty self-explanatory. This double is the end of the world, man. You got cell phones, you got televisions, you got water pollution, air pollution, this damn chemtrails, GMO foods and all that stuff, man. it's clear that this devil is the end of the world, man. You know, why in the world do you need all these chemicals and you know why are you putting them in our foods, man? You know, why in the world is there like a thing called Kool-Aid, you know, strawberry Kool-Aid, when you don't need that to make that, you know, you don't need that to make it taste like that. You know, why is there, you know, refined sugar? You know, why do we have to go to Whole Food? You know, why are you putting all types of stuff in the bread, you know, when you don't need that stuff? I mean, yeah, they'll say it's to preserve it and all that stuff, but you know, this is people, you know, people have just been made lazy, and then, you know, a lot of people don't have the time to make bread every damn day because you know, the way they strain, or you know, the way they strain us. We got to go to work, you know, we got to do things, you know, it's just you really don't have time. All right, but it's, you know, it's clearly Esau is the end of the world, man. You know, the water's polluted. You know, you see the oceans, what's happening to the ocean. You know, they keep saying man-made chemicals, and obviously, I mean, quite obviously, they're man-made. You know, just slipping it in the water. You know, and again, man, these are the things that the Lord said was going to happen. It's all prophetic. It's still all prophetic. You know, but it said, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? Because, you know, look at the mindset of our people right now, man. You know, we're destroyed as a people. But when we get our mind right, that's going to be the beginning of the world, you know. And this scripture right here is very prophetic, because it said, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? So obviously, we don't see the beginning of the world. We're seeing the end of it. But, you know, it said that followeth it, right? So the beginning is going to be, the beginning of the world is going to be after this, right? But you know, I'm not saying a world as the whole earth, you know, being destroyed, because the Lord said the earth abideth forever, right? But I'm saying the world of the wicked, you know, this society, man, you know, the civilization on this earth as of right now, you know, you're seeing, so like you're seeing the end of it, and Jacob is the beginning of it, right? That followeth. So right after, you want to start seeing the world, you know, start being rebooted once again, man. You know, the place needs a major reset. You know, it really does. This place needs a reset. You know, enough is enough of this bullshit, man. This place really does need a reset. All right. So let's go on to another scripture. One of these two up here. Let's pick this one first. All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, right? So you've seen, well, let me keep reading. It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, right? So you even seen that the Edomite woman, which seemed to be an Edomite, may not be, but even seemed to be an Edomite. You seen her herself is in the state of mourning, because deep down in their spirit, they already know that Israelite men are the ones that are supposed to be ruling, man. Israelite men are the ones that are supposed to be ruling, right? I'm talking about Israelite men in their right mindset. You know, I'm talking about actual Israelite men that are supposed to be ruling, man. You know, but even the Edomites are mourning, you know, because they don't realize that those rats, they don't care about the average so-called white person, man. They don't care about them, and we're clearly seeing it. You know, that's why they're getting the C virus real heavy and rolling their sleeve up, getting the thing, man. You know, that's why they doing it real heavy. But they're the ones protesting it more than Jake. You know, but either way, you know, this proves that them rats really don't care. Those high up, you know, rulers of darkness, they really don't care about the average so-called white person, man. You know, even they separate themselves, and that's where we always keep saying separation really brings order, man. Separation brings order. You know, equality does not bring order, man. Because when you have a world that teaches equality, you got this out here, man. You know. So anyway, back to the main point. Yeah, man. So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. those damn heathens that we see, man, you know, that hate us so much, they know deep down in their spirit. In fact, a couple of them, quite a few of them over there in them Middle Eastern countries and stuff, man, you know, quite a few of them are just waiting, man, for us to get, for the Lord to get our power, give our power back, man. You know, because ain't nobody gonna be mourning, man. Ain't nobody gonna be mourning. You know, the hell that we gonna put on them devils is a lot of you heathens as well. Yeah, I mean, y'all gonna be mourning, but it's gonna be order, man. It's gonna be order. All right. It says, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right. So everybody's mourning. Now the main ones that are mourning and have been mourning for the longest time is the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American man. And I say man for a reason, because these women out here, I mean, they're in a state of mourning as well. They just don't know it. See, whenever you rule over a man, you know, if you're a woman, whenever you rule over a man, you're literally in a state of mourning. You just don't know it. You think you got it made. You think you got it. You really don't, man. You're really in a state of mourning. That's why you're so angry. That's why you're always so angry, and y'all always say, "Oh, I'm not angry. I'm not angry." And stop walking around with these damn attitudes, man. You know, I say, "Hey, how you doing?" You just give me a mean ass mug, man. Like, okay, whatever, man. You know, because you're ruling over your husband. You know, and that is in the state of mourning. You know, whenever you rule over your husband, that is in the state of mourning. Again, you just don't know it. But I say the man specifically because the men, Israelite men are the ones that's really feeling this shit, man. You know, we had a Jake come up to us yesterday. I was created by a woman. You don't know what you're talking about. I was created by a woman. Y'all was created by women. No, we was created by a male and female, primarily the male though, because the male is the one that starts it. We're the ones that plant the seed, right? Which means you would have to come from us, which means you would have to come from a man, primarily. All right? You develop in your mother's womb, man. But you really, primarily, you come from men. You know? Sperm. That's why you're made of sperm. You come from men. You know? But again, man, that's the state of mourning. Whenever you're in that mindset, as the woman being over you, and I hear a whole lot more men say that, man. Yeah, I'm not over a woman. I'm under a woman. A whole lot more men say that, man, more than women. But that again, that's the state of mourning. I hear a lot more women saying, no, we need men. But a lot of these men can't be men. You know, and that's why when we sit up there and talk about male and female, that's why we get on both, man. We ain't taking no sides. We ain't, you know, getting on the brother and not getting on the sister. No, we get on both, man. You know, because both male and female messed up, man. All right. So anyway, so again, man, we're in a serious state of mourning. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4. The earth mourneth and languisheth. So like the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The hardy people of the world do languish. All right. So that's pretty self-explanatory scripture, man. The earth is mourning. The earth is mourning. And whenever you got an earth, whenever you got a planet that's mourning, you're in a serious bad shape, man. It's bad enough the people are. But if the people of the earth, you know, which if the earth was given to our sake and we're mourning, then the earth is going to mourn. If the earth is mourning, then we're really going to mourn. You know, you have earth, literally, you have the earth. I think it was, what was that chemical that I said that was, I think it was called arsenic or something like that. It was like some poisonous chemical that the earth is producing now because the sea is drying up. So now the earth is producing poison. The earth is turning on its people, man. You know, so now it's releasing poison into the air. All right. And whenever you have that going on, then the earth, you're seriously out of bad shape, man. You're seriously in bad shape. You have a whole planet turning against you and producing poison. I believe it was arsenic. All right. So anyway, man, on that, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM,